December 24th, 1907. Dear Santa Claus, I'm very glad that you are coming around tonight. My little brother would like you to bring him a wagon, which I know you cannot afford. Well, I would ask you to bring him whatever you think best. Please bring me something nice, whatever you think best. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from your loving friend, Mary McGann. P.S. Please don't forget the poor. And you see she made the little envelope here, Santa Claus, Reindeer Land, spelled R-A-I-N. But the wonderful thing is she also made a little stamp with the reindeer on it. And you can see it's only by luck there's water and fire stains that if it wasn't on this heavy paper, it wouldn't have lasted. So this is where I keep them all year round. It's not used to be taken down, that's why it's taking a little bit. And there we go. And I bought a antique Christmas ornament for Mary. It's a little girl holding a doll. And I also bought a little wagon ornament for Alfred, since he wanted a wagon so much for Christmas. And so I keep them out all year round. This is their space. This is the fireplace where we found them 15 years ago. And I read it. I was instantly taken by it. A young girl of 9 could have that kind of generosity and emotional depth. And here she's living in a household that can't afford a wagon, but she's still asking for something for her little brother first. And then, P.S. Please don't forget the poor. To me, that is, you can't get any more than the spirit of Christmas than that. We found out that little Mary and Alfred's father had died in 1904. So they were probably really living hand to mouth. And again, for her to say, P.S. don't forget the poor, to me, is still the thing that gets me the most. And actually, anytime anybody comes over, if they don't instantly gravitate to them, because I keep the letters over the fireplace all year round, or if I just point them out, there has not been one person yet who has read this letter that hasn't had some kind of emotional response. I know at the turn of the century, parents would put their kids' letters in the chimney. Some parents would, I guess, so Santa would see them coming down, although, as you can see, Santa would have to be pretty skinny as it's only a brick and a half thick. But there was like a little, just a little bit of a lip here that maybe that's where they hid them, and for whatever reason forgot. That's when I got the idea to try to find her family. That just seemed like the next step. And we not only did we find her mother, her father, her grandmother, but also where she was buried in Queens. McGann, right now. M-C-G-A-H-A-N, Mary. Even though there is a space for her name on the gravestone, there hasn't been anyone to put her name on it yet because she and George had no children. And so I think that's really going to be the end of the story. I'm going to get in touch with the cemetery and find out which masons that they use, and I want to get her name put on the stone. The letters were tangible. It's still amorphous, they're just pieces of paper. Now here, a physical resting place, make it much more tangible. We're able to find out that her father had passed away at an early age, and my father had also passed away at an early age, and just her generosity really affected me.